Hi, this is Zena Awesome. So yesterday I talked about what I'm doing to move forward, and I talked about the organizing, and I went into some detailed examples. Now, to some people, all this might seem a little excessive, but you got to put it into proper perspective. I remember my first job. I was 15, and I was a play camp counselor, and it was a full-time summer job that I got because my mom was poor, so they had a special program for poor kids to actually get full-time jobs. Like I said, I was 15, and at the play camp, me and this other gentleman, we were in charge of the 8 to 12-year-olds. So one of the secrets I always kept was that I was 15, because you didn't want a 12-year-old knowing that you're only 15, a couple years older, and them not listen. But the point is that even at that, being a play camp counselor, one of the big jobs we had to do is we had to write a schedule. There was the time before play camp and the time after play camp where kids were still being, like, quote-unquote babysat, but during the actual play camp time, me and the other gentleman in charge of the 8 to 12-year-olds had to write out a detailed schedule of what we would be doing with the children for the entire time. We would have to do it for the whole week. And this was the first time I got exposed to that you have to write schedules and plan. And it's actually something you do when you're in school. You get a syllabus, you get a thing for dates, when tests are going to be, what chapters are going to be gone over. And in business, you're given deadlines or things you're expected to do every day. So for me, the task I'm doing right now is education / this is my job, is to improve myself and to get going. And I take it seriously. Now, if I was only trying to improve, say, one area, let's say I was just trying to lose weight, that might be a little easier. But what I'm trying to do is I am trying to touch on all aspects of my life and improve them. So I'm talking about eating, I'm talking about exercising, I'm talking about mental acuity, I'm talking about learning new skills and studying and a lot of different things. So I have a lot of moving parts. One of the things I really want to focus on is getting more fit. In the 3 years I was taking care of my husband, although I had to do everything, it was a lot less active than I had been before with the farm, with carrying around 50-pound bags of feed and hay bales and riding. And so I want to get back in shape, and I want to focus a lot of my exercise in a direction I never did before, which means in the direction of bone health, because now that I have the osteoporosis, I want to do what I can through exercise to help improve it. Obviously, I have severe dietary issues that I'm trying to work out. So one of my goals in education is also to focus on health education. So as a result, I signed up for the Food Revolution thing that starts on Saturday. And I printed out their handouts for taking notes and stuff like that. So I'm focusing on diet and nutrition, not because I need to lose weight, but because I need to not be sick all the time, and I need to stay healthy, and I also need to try to make sure I don't have obstructions. So that's a really important part of my life, and although I know a lot, I don't think I know everything. So I'm going to continue to study and learn more about that to see if there's tools I can incorporate into my daily living. So that's exercise and food. Well, now on top of that, I have to work on my mental health and entertainment, so I have to incorporate a little bit of fun into things. And I am trying to learn stuff. What am I trying to learn? Well, as I said, I'm going to educate myself. Anything that seems it's going to improve me, educate myself on health. I have this program I'm enrolled in. And then also I want to learn how to do, I went ahead, like I said, and I'm going to be working on editing my videos more and working on the creative side there. For kind of relaxation and enjoyment, I've started trying to draw. So this is zesty from the side there. So I'm working on the skill of arts and crafts and drawing. I've always wanted to draw. I'm not a natural artist. So one of the things I learned, though, that my best friend in high school, Marina, she is an artist, and one of the things you noticed is she was always drawing, always drawing. So a lot of people that are gifted, but they also focus on honing their skills. So I may not be gifted, but I can practice and get better. I also am thinking of trying to make money trading stock options. And so I want to read about that and explore the different avenues of that. And then I'm also obviously working with the vlog. I want to learn. I'm always reading about YouTubes and things that work, and believe it or not, there's actually a lot behind doing it. You gotta, which I haven't been. I need to go in and change my keywords, and I need to reorganize things, and I need to add the end things, you know, click on this one, or if you come to, so there's a lot of skills I need to improve, and I certainly can't do it all at once. So if I don't have a schedule, then that's your roadmap. And I won't know if I'm succeeding, because my goals are a little ambiguous, unless I actually draw out where I've been. And that's what all the different types of journaling and information gathering are for, is to help me see where I've been and help me get where I want to go. And everything that's worthwhile, you know, this is the other expression, what you pay attention to, you know, what you pay attention to gets taken care of. That's one of the theories of why weighing yourself every day can help. Of course, the flip side is if you don't weigh yourself, that you can obsess over it. But the idea is that it keeps it in your mind. That's actually with the Fitbit, that just by having a Fitbit and knowing how many steps you walk a day, that you tend to walk more because you're tracking it. So what you're tracking, you pay attention to. So I want to track a lot of different things because I want to pay attention to a lot of different things. And right now, I literally have no life. Other than taking care of myself and my dogs, I have nothing. I don't have a job. I don't, you know, I don't have, I only have one person that I regularly correspond with. And other than that, my day is completely open and without structure. So I have to impose some level of structure and organization to even move forward. And I know for me what works best. So when I was a full-time student getting my bachelor's and then my master's, you know, I had we had our business, and so I was active with the business and doing that. And you know, we've always, people would hear me and think I was busy, and I would think I wasn't busy. But my personality tends to be that if I sit and do nothing, then I can really sit and do nothing. But just like they say, getting that rolling stone moving, that once I start moving, suddenly I'm able to do a lot more. And with Vandar, I was moving and doing a lot, but I didn't need the same lists. Everything was framed by doctor's appointments and treatment schedules. So that framed everything and gave us the scaffolding to work around. But just like I talk about the lists and stuff I'm doing now, I would tentatively draw out lists or draw out ideas of what we were going to do, where we would go, what time frame we would go, because everything had to be scheduled and everything had to be in between appointments. And then if I'm going to stop at the grocery store, I'm going to stop at the grocery store when I drive by it. which means I need to plan ahead because we're going to have a doctor's appointment and we're going to have been driving all day and not necessarily want to stop. So when I go in, I go and get, so organization just helps things run smoothly. But when I was taking care of Vandar, I didn't need to write down near as much stuff. Now, since I've got so many moving parts, because my whole job is me, that's my job. So I'm treating it like a job. I'm taking it seriously and documenting things. So that's a little bit about why I'm doing boards and doing books and doing lists and doing journals. And I hope that makes sense to you, and that you kind of realize that anything you want to take seriously, that you probably have to put a little bit more pre-work into it to stick to it. So you all have a great day. Thank you.